Good evening. Welcome to the season premiere of Mystery Ghost Stories. It has been a while since I've done an episode of Mystery Ghost Stories, but don't be afraid. If you forget how this goes, it's very similar to Mystery Unsolved. The only difference is I'm going to be reading a tale about a particular haunted place. I will discuss, I will go over it, and then we draw our conclusions as to whether or not we think the place is haunted or not. Without further ado, Mystery Ghost Stories, the Basin Park Hotel. Ever since the Basin Park Hotel opened its doors in 1905, tales of the paranormal have coursed through the hallways of this seven-story structure. Some say it's due to the hotel being built on the grave off the Perry House, the original hotel on that plot of real estate that burned to the ground in 1890. Others say it's because of the mystic quality of the original healing spring, sacred to the Native Americans who first discovered it, located in the city park adjacent to the hotel. The origins of the hotel's ghosts are as mysterious as those phantoms themselves, each a mystery to be solved. So we have two, like right off the bat, we have two possibilities as to why the place is haunted. The first being it's on the grave of the old house. The second, a hot spring sacred to Native Americans. Now, I don't need to tell you, the minute you hear Native Americans, you can almost guarantee that shit's about to get crazy. When the Robnicks first purchased this historic hotel in 1997, locals shared tales of the spirits reported to dwell inside the Basin Park. Said Jack Moyer, hotel general manager since the purchase, and Marty and Elise agreed. Oh, he had said that. Okay, and Marty and Elise agreed that these mysteries needed to be solved. And what better source of verification than our guests themselves? That's what our Ghost Adventure tour is all about. Mysteries unresolved include reoccurring orbs that are seen on the guest floors, especially those wings of the hotel that are about to ramp up the limestone bluffs behind the hotel. The human-shaped shadows seen in the Barefoot Ballroom. The Barefoot Ballroom. Okay. And the large faces that appear on the inside of the stained glass windows in the ballroom's foyer. The most intriguing mystery is what caused the marks around the throat of a tour guide in January of this year. Mind you, this article was written in 2018, so a tour guide in 2018 had ghost hands on their throat. A well-known national paranormal expert and his wife were granted access to the Barefoot Ballroom for a private investigation, explained Keith Scales. Okay, I'm not entirely going to sit here and say that I'm familiar with every single famous ghost hunter, because I'm not. But a well-known national paranormal expert, who are we talking about here? 2018, it ain't John Edward. He's not a paranormal expert. Well-known national paranormal expert. Nick Groff, but he's not married, I don't think. There ain't no way it's the guy from Ghost Adventures. I don't think that guy's married either. He's too goofy. Keith Scales, manager of the paranormal tours at both the Basin Park Hotel and its sister property, the 1886 Crescent Hotel and Spa. After the group had seen several moving shadows and experienced numerous temperature fluctuations, one of our tour guides during an EVP, electronic voice phenomena, session started feeling pressure on his throat. The pressure increased, causing him to cough and unable to breathe. He scrambled to his feet and left the ballroom, hoping to escape the grasp and get some air. When he returned to the ballroom, he pulled down his turtleneck to have the others in the room check his neck. There they saw red marks encircling a white area at the front of his throat, as though two hands had tried to choke him. Oh, wow, okay. Jesus. It is these kinds of mysteries that we are asking our guests and Adventure Park patrons to help solve. Adventure, Jesus, what a weird word. Moyer noted. We would like to have solved the mysteries as to we would like to have solved the mysteries of the who, the where, and the why these spirits that reside in the 1905 Basin Park Hotel, Moyer said. Why do you have to put the year out like that? Like 1905? I'm making sure you know that it's probably haunted because it was built in 1905. Our Ghost Adventure has been designed to be that solving platform. Scales added. The Ghost Adventure. Okay. Can we stop saying Adventure? It's an odd word to say. Of the 1905 Basin Park Hotel is designed to combine the thrills of a ghost tour with the adventure of a paranormal investigation. Patrons learn the stories of the colorful characters who stayed, worked, died, and perhaps remained inside the walls of the People's Hotel while participating in a guided paranormal investigation. This investigation takes tour guests from the hotel's rooftop to the underground cave that stored bootleg whiskey during the years of Prohibition. Is it haunted though? I'm starting to wonder now. I'll give my initial thoughts at the end, but so far they've pushed the whole like the year that it was built. They've pushed the event tour, the paranormal ghost tour, and it's like they're trying to sell it. They're really just trying to sell this. Like you should come here though, so we can give you the ghost tour. And it's like okay, but like you're really pushing this. Like why? Like if it were haunted, like it, I don't know. It just seems like a little bit of a cash grab to me. It's just coming off weird to me. And it seems like the more people that tour, the more differing encounters are reported. A true mystery, Moyer concluded. We hope folks will help us continue to solve these mysteries. We kind of think of these efforts as a paranormal census of the 1905 Basin Park Motel. Oh, it's called the night. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not feeling that article, if I'm being honest. We only got one incident where the guy was being choked. Other than that, it seemed like a total cash grab. Like, come on down to the luxurious 1905 Basin Park Hotel, where you'll see real people and even spirits. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's go to another. That was from their actual, like that was from the basinpark.com website. So, okay. I need a more substantial one, I guess. What do we got here? All right. I can't go to my usual site because it's just like it's a regular hotel. So if it was like straight up like haunted as hell, like it might have a site like that. If you compare Eureka Springs' most famous historic hotels, the Crescent and the Basin Park Hotel, I keep saying motel, you'll find many similarities. They are two of the most incomparable hotels in the United States, and they are located less than a mile apart. They both share tales of grandeur and ghosts, and they are operated by the same owners, which we already knew. But if the Crescent Hotel, with its regal mountaintop location, in former girls' school history, it is the classy lady at the top of the hill. The Basin Park Hotel is the edgier sister who prefers life downtown. My daughter and I decided to spend a few nights in the historic Basin Park Hotel during spring break. We were upgraded to a suite upon check-in. We also enjoyed easy parking at the bottom of the hill and access to a free hotel shuttle. A shuttle? Very uppity. This shuttle not only took us back and forth to our car, but also took us back and forth between the Basin Park Hotel and the Crescent Hotel. I have never heard of that. I'm not one that frequents hotels, but I gotta tell you, I have never in my life heard of a shuttle that takes you around the hotel because that's how big it is, I guess. And also, the other one is the sister hotel, which makes sense. So, like, okay, very uppity. This allowed us to sightsee and explore the entire town without driving our car. Navigating Eureka Springs by automobile can feel a bit travel. Okay, let's get to the good stuff, shall we? This is literally the history. Give me the good stuff. That's what I did this video for. Okay, I do 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 do. Okay, here we go. Nope, ghost tour. Nope, ghost tours. Ah, we hit a snag here. Okay, here we go. Over the years, the Barefoot Ball has. Oh, it's Barefoot Ball now. It used to be the Barefoot Ballroom. The Barefoot Ball has been held regularly, although in 1972, Ball deserves an honorable mention. The party became so unruly, the police used tear gas to put a stop to the festivities. My daughter and I encountered no such drama, just a very peaceful room where the thunder reverberated, Jesus, through the mountains. Okay, you're losing me here. Prohibition guest. Okay, no. Nope. I'm off this article. Come on. We gotta find something here. There we go. All right. Third article. Third time's a charm. Isn't that the saying? Basin Park Hotel has long been the source of eerie tales, unusual happenings, and hauntings. Room 307 is reportedly quite active, with a cowboy ghost known to appear to unsuspecting guests during the night. That's that's just awesome. That's awesome. I would absolutely, if I were in the area, I would ask for 307 just so I could try to see this cowboy ghost because I'm sorry, a cowboy ghost? That's awesome. Yes, please. There is often reported sighting of the young translucent of the a young translucent woman. It says the of the young translucent woman who has steel blue eyes and cotton candy blue hair. What? Cotton candy blonde hair. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on that. What in the world is cotton candy blonde hair? Someone please explain that to me. Steel blue. I don't even know. The lip. The little girl with pigtails in a blue dress, and the various orbs around the hotel, as well as various objects moving on their own accord. Okay, whoever wrote this, they should have got their stuff spell checked because instead of saying the young translucent woman, the little girl, and the various orbs, it's making it seem like we already know. And no. A little girl, a translucent woman, various orbs. I'm just reading it how it is. Because of its haunted reputation, many guests come to the Basin Park Hotel to experience the strange happenings firsthand. There are ghost tours of the hotel conducted every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. The two guides of the tours are mediums. Aside from exploring the hotel, the tour also gives guests the haunted history of Eureka Springs. Okay, we're gonna get the hotel history, so this might get good, it might get boring. If it gets boring, I apologize. During the 1800s, Eureka Springs became very popular for its supposed healing waters. The waters of the spring were believed to cure various crippling conditions, and because of this, the little town's population exponentially grew. By 1881, Eureka Springs became the fourth largest city in Arkansas. Arkansas. I will probably not be staying here. I'm just now finding out it's in Arkansas. Yeah, I know. The hotel officially opened its doors to guests on July 1st of when? When did it open? Anyway, 1905. The original hotel had 100 rooms, and each room had various amenities. The Basin Park Hotel is truly unique because it is built into the side of the mountain. Hmm, some interesting architecture you got there. In 1944, the hotel was purchased by Roy Parkhill for his nephew, Joe Parkhill. Hey, nephew, I'm just going to buy you a hotel for your birthday. Gee, thanks, uncle. Joe Parkhill did not spare anything to improve the hotel. Various entertainments were added, including horseback riding, fishing, dancing, as well as hayrides. He even installed slot machines and served alcohol, even though it was against the law. Prohibition. As a result of this, rumors spread that his customers were mobsters. Nice. Cowboy ghosts and mobsters probably stayed here. It's calling my name more and more. The hotel was raided in 1955, and Joe and two other people were arrested. Parkhill then sold the hotel and moved to a different place. I like how they just went from like they might be his clientele might have been mobsters, and then in 1955 it was raided, and he was arrested, and then he sold the hotel. In 1997, the Rognick couple bought the Basin Park Hotel as well as the Crescent Hotel. Both hotels underwent a series of renovations and were modernized. And again, it's just nonsense. Like, give me Phantom. All right, we're on our fourth article. This has only happened to me like one other time, where they gave me such vague information that I'm just kind of like, this isn't what I made the video for. Like, I'm not trying to sell people to go to this hotel. I'm trying to tell them that it's haunted. All right, here we go. Fourth and final article, by the way. This episode dives into the history of the historic hotel in a unique way in which the hotel and Diane conduct ongoing investigations to try to identify the ghosts who still seem to call the hotel home. Okay, so there's a woman named Diane. Let's go up here. Tour guide Diane Newcomb. Okay. Oh, this was like an episode that was done on it. Okay. Well, I can skip over all this nonsense. When it was discovered that the mineral springs under the city had healing powers, the town transformed and soon became a last-ditch vacation destination. Many of those souls, unfortunately, hold on, and soon became a last-ditch vacation destination for those hoping for a miraculous cure for a wide range of maladies. Maladies. Many of those souls, unfortunately, likely did not find the cure they had hoped for. I was thrilled to see that not only did the Basin Park Hotel offer tours, but that the resident tour guide Diane Newcomb, that's who I thought was talking, was easily accessible and available for interviews. Okay, this is just. Now they're giving me pitch. No, like what is this? All right, I'm disappointed. This is not how I expected the season premiere to go. Like, tell me a place is haunted without actually telling me it's haunted or might not be. I'm just like, dear God. All right, I lied. We're gonna do one more. I don't like going to this site for videos like this, but fuck it, I'm in a bind. Reddit, you're up. Ooh, I just gotta chill because I opened up the Reddit site for this, and there's a picture of a little ghost boy at the end of the corridor. It's creepy. It is absolutely creepy as hell. All right, this is gonna be good. All right, I can salvage the last like 5 minutes or so of this episode. Ghost captured at the Basin Park Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Very old hotel. These pics were sent to me by a bartender that works there. She took one of the little kid and someone else took the other one. Pretty awesome if you ask me. Okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but hold on. I'll try to. Yeah, okay. See it? See? See the little kid sticking out? I would argue it could be like a negative, like a black and white photo, like because you can alter them. But at the same time, it is creepy. And there is another one. Ooh, this one's a woman in the window, I think. See the face? That one's interesting. That one's interesting because if you notice, the head is actually over like one of like the bars of the square of the window. Interesting. All right, we're gonna read some comments from Reddit because that's all I got now, unfortunately. I will give my final thoughts on this, and they're not going to be pretty for the Basin Park Hotel. This guy said, I live semi close to Eureka and get down there every so often. I never experienced anything strange at the Crescent Hotel, but I know plenty of skeptics that have. One in particular swears to me that he saw as a ghost plain as day walk through a wall. I'd even say if you didn't experience anything supernatural, Eureka is well worth a visit. If that first picture of the little kid is real and the bartender isn't messing with you, that's one of the coolest ghost pictures I've ever seen. Have they had any cool experiences there, or have they caught any pictures like that before? Yeah, that would be one of the creepiest ones I've ever seen, if real. That's clearly dust on the camera. Just kidding, I'm scared. I'm usually the this is bullshit guy, but if these are real, this is some fantastic evidence. Why isn't there a goddamn webcam in this hallway? That guy's got a good question. The Basin Park Hotel is amazing, but the Crescent Hotel has an even darker history. It was a hospital girls' home. It was a hospital girls' home, had a sham cancer doctor, and more haunted. If you ever get the chance to visit, okay, yeah. I see two ghosts in the first picture, a tall man standing in front of the kid. What are you talking about? No, I don't. I don't see a second ghost. That's weird. All right, have also stayed there, legit haunted. Okay, so we're at the 23-minute mark. First and foremost, I apologize if we didn't get more ghosts than I wanted to because I was hoping for more ghost stories, but all they really gave was like that picture was probably the best evidence there was. The first article I read, which was from the Basin Park Hotel website, just said like, oh, like strange people have reported like hearing strange things in the hallways at night, and okay, like that's so stupid. That's generic. It's plain. It's boring. And also, again, out of the five articles that I looked up, they all came off as just kind of like selling the place, you know? Like, come on down, we're haunted. You'll want to check it out. Because that's what you do. If you know your place is haunted naturally and you want people to come, that's what's going to reel them in. However, my problem is, yeah, I can't even talk when I'm not looking at the damn screen. My problem with it is you didn't give me more evidence. If you want to take your haunted history and pull me in, then you need to tell me that you tell me more ghost stories other than like just obvious, you know, other than obvious ones. All right, final thoughts. Do I think the Basin Park Hotel is haunted? Based off the last photo, perhaps. Again, perhaps. Unfortunately, I cannot definitively say because one, I haven't stayed there. Two, we just went through 5 articles and the best evidence came from Reddit. Think about that now. You think about that now, see? Um, I would love nothing more because I love me a good ghost story. That's why I do these. But with lacking evidence, um, shoddy default stories, and just the constant push of them trying to sell the place in the ghost tours, I just cannot definitively say for certain if this place is haunted. But it was fun to look into, I suppose. Um, so yeah, that has been Mystery Ghost Story season premiere on the Basin Park Hotel. Do stay tuned for next Friday's video, as it will be on, and I will do my research before I do another video because I don't want want it to be another dud like this one. Although I wouldn't say this was a dud. Let's see, what do we got? Do stay tuned for next Friday's episode of Mystery Ghost Stories, where I will be looking into the Charleston Jail. I already know that one's going to be good. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit subscribe anytime so that way you know that I go live. So that way you know when I go live at any time. And once again, for Mystery Ghost Stories, this has been Justin. Have a good night.